Okay guys, it's me, Monster12, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be beating Cuphead only using Spread. Spread was a pretty easy weapon to use. I thought it'd be way more difficult due to the factor of bosses being on the bottom of the screen, but this I think is my last video before I do a weapon ranking. Of course, this video took me a while to make, and yeah. So, first up, we got Root Pack. As you can see here, Root Pack was pretty simple, but I beat Root Pack first try. I'm going to show you guys victory right now. There we go. Knockout. Root Pack down. Of course, this boss was pretty easy, as I said. If you guys want me to be more enthusiastic, sound more happy, only reason I'm not right now is just because I woke up not too long ago. But, yeah, let's move on to the next boss. This video won't be too long, but here we go, Ribby and Croaks. A pretty simple boss, if I say so. I think I died a few times, only due to the fact that I wasn't paying attention to the boss. But, I don't know. I'm gonna show you guys how many times I died, how many times I won, right now. Okay, if I'm being honest, that was a surprise to me. I beat the boss first try. That just tells me this challenge is gonna be not challenging. Well, let's move on to Goopy Legrand. Well, here's Goopy. Goopy was an easy one as well. I think I might actually have died to Goopy, only because I have to be, like, right up against Goopy in order to hit him. But, I'm going to show you guys my victories, my losses. I don't know if I lost or anything, because this was a while ago I made this video. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys right now. And yet again, another surprising knockout first try. I'm surprised I've been first trying so many of these bosses so far. I would have died once now, usually. But, yeah, let's move on to the next boss, which is Cagney Carnation. Well, here we go, Cagney Carnation. Another boss I'm pretty sure I beat first try. I first tried quite a bit of the bosses on this list of bosses to beat. I've beaten a majority. I know I've beaten a lot of them first or second try. But, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my victory and losses or whatever happened. And yet again, another not surprising knockout first try. I didn't die not once in Aisle 1. That's actually crazy. But I guess we can move to Aisle 2 now. Another really fun aisle full of fun bosses to beat. And here we go. On to Baroness von Bonbon. Another boss. I don't think I beat this one first try. But I'm going to show you guys my victories and deaths. This boss was pretty easy. I think that this was actually an easy challenge. One of the easiest I've done. Alright guys, down goes Baroness von Bonbon, moving us on to Beppy the Clown. Beppy the Clown was gonna be an easy boss. Let's go to him right now. Alright, here we go. Beppy the Clown, another one that was simple. Of course, we're gonna show my victories, deaths, and whatever happened in between. Well, not my retries. My retries are just because I know I'd lose. I should have just made myself lose. Well, I'm going to show my victories and deaths. Here we go, down with Beppy the Clown. Oh, down clown, cool. But, yeah, let's move on to Grim Matchstick. Beppy was an easy one, so yeah, let's move on to Grim. Right, here we go, Grim Matchstick. This boss was not fun nor easy. This was one of the harder bosses of the challenge. I think this actually was the hardest. So, show you my deaths, show you my victory. Let's get this over with. And victory. Of course, that was a lot of music. Sorry for making you guys go through all that. But, you know, had to do what I had to do. Anyways, let's move on to aisle 3, which I thought was going to be a nightmare. And finally, we are on to Rumor Honeybottom, a boss that really is easy for me to finish, of course. Let's complete this and have fun doing that. So first of all, we're gonna show the deaths. Second of all, we're gonna show the victory. Let's go now. 1 death? Only 1 death? I thought that was gonna take like 5, maybe 6 or 7 at least. I thought it'd take probably around 80. But who cares? I won. Let's move on to the next boss, which is gonna be pretty easy. Alright, let's see how easy this boss is. Warner Worm, I think this is gonna be a really easy boss. If I get first try, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. And, yup, first try, really easy, really fun, really nice. Alright, let's move on to Captain Briny Beard, another boss. I think I might die too. Alright, here we go. 2 deaths on Captain. Then we beat him. That was really fun. Moving us on to Sally Stage Play. Let's go. Sally Stage Play, another boss that I first tried really easily. Well, let's go ahead and show victory. Yippee! Here we go. Victory on Sally Stage Play. Yay, that was so easy. Alright, time for the Phantom Express. I know I died there quite a bit, but, who cares really? Let's go! Alright, Phantom Express. I know I died here quite a bit. So, let me just show you my deaths and victory and get this boss over with so we can finish this video. I know you guys are excited for this video to end. I am too. Here we go. Quite a few deaths. But of course, we win in the end. Don't we, kitty? Yes, we do, cat. It's my new cat Cupcake. But, yeah, here we go. Victory, victory, victory over this boss. Actually, this part was from this morning. But, yep, let's move on to King Dice and the Devil, which I both died to once. Time for King Dice. Here we go. Another boss I died to once, only because I picked the wrong start. Which, if you have spread only, do not go for 3. Never go for 3. If you guys want to see why I say that, watch this clip right here. I'm not going to cut this one. But, here we go. Get hit once. Go up to the boss. He moves. I'm like, okay, this is easy. Go over here. He tries shooting and hits me once. Then I thought he was going to shoot again, so I jumped and landed in the fire. Only way you can survive that is if you're really good. But yeah, let's go to my victory. Alright, here we go. King Dice down. King Dice down. Very good. Very good. Victory. Time to move on to the Devil. Alright, the Devil. this is another boss I died to once. And other than that, I won. Let me show you my death and victory. Alright, one death, a victory, and the end of a video. Alright, victory for us. Alright, well, that'll be the end of the video. Of course, this time I will not be doing a data end of video thing, stats. But, yeah, let's go through and talk about how this weapon is. This weapon was pretty good on a majority of the bosses. Only thing is, you just gotta know the strategy to use it. Dodge on some parts, don't dodge on others. But, yeah. Well, that is the end, quite literally, of this series. For a bit, at least.